I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
Oprah Winfrey ties to sex trafficking through convicted molester John of God.
Trying to say this to my friends who had children. You're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis. It feels good.
And Tom Hanks and Oprah.
How dirty do you think Oprah is?
I think she's as dirty as what falls out of her.
Oprah Winfrey is one of the most influential and respected figures in the world, having built an empire through her talk show, philanthropy, and media ventures. However, recent allegations have surfaced, sparking serious questions about her past connections and associations. These claims have led many to wonder how much is truly known about Oprah Winfrey. Among the most shocking accusations comes from Allie Carter, a woman who alleges she was a victim of Diddy's notorious parties. Carter claims that not only is Oprah connected to Diddy, but she is also implicated in human trafficking. These allegations have ignited widespread controversy and debate, prompting a closer examination of Oprah's past and her associations.
I already knew that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested. I already knew that 7-8 months ago. We went and made sure there were sworn documents. We have them. When we went to Colorado for the A to Z event, we had a lot of legal evidence that we made sure we already had because we knew a list of people were about to get got. You can't run for that long. I'm just shocked we're finally seeing the day. So thank you so much for listening. We gotta go and try some things, and then we'll be back. So we gotta move. Because we don't want to be sitting ducks, not that that does anything. It just disturbs our peaceful retirement. It's bullshit. I'm not the only one. There are too many victims. Victims that you don't even know their names. Victims that you'll never hear their laugh. Victims that you'll never know who the hell they were because everybody was so busy talking about to their music. Didn't I tell you? Music is a diary. Are you now figuring that out? If you're listening, it's one thing when you hear it and you feel it. When you feel it, you can actually hear it.
Diddy isn't the only person with a criminal past who has been linked to Oprah. One of her former close associates, Joe Teixeira de Faria, better known as John of God, was convicted of running a massive human trafficking ring. Oprah once featured John of God on her platform, praising him as a healer. However, years later, he was exposed for exploiting women and children. It remains unclear how much Oprah knew about his activities at the time, but the association has led to serious questions and speculation.
Oprah Winfrey ties to sex trafficking through convicted molester John of God. Now, this guy's crazy. I actually get a few chills from the story. I done extra research into John of God, doing a few more articles. This guy's connected to some supernatural entity or something, like just something going on. Anyway, Oprah Winfrey and her BFF. The man in this photo is, quote, John of God. Oprah promoted him as a miracle healer. This man kept women chained to impregnate so he could sell their babies for organs. Adrenochrome harvesting for sex trafficking, for satanic sacrifice, and who knows what else. He was arrested in December of 2018. You hear about it in the mainstream media? No. There are more photos of Oprah and John of God. This is John of God and Maria Donovich.
Oprah legitimized the notorious sex criminal Joe Teixeira, aka John of God, as a miraculous faith healer, one who could cure cancer, giving him international recognition. Joe Teixeira is now serving 19 years in prison for the rape of 4 women. He is facing additional cases related to several sex crimes, including keeping teenage women as sex slaves in underground mines, forcing them to have his children, and selling their babies internationally for tens of thousands of dollars before murdering the women after about 10 years of childbirth. Oprah runs her own leadership academy for girls in Africa, a $40 million school for disadvantaged girls.
Musician Seal once made headlines for criticizing Oprah after she appeared shocked by the Harvey Weinstein scandal. For years, Oprah was seen attending events with Weinstein, one of Hollywood's most powerful producers. However, when numerous women came forward accusing him of sexual misconduct, she quickly distanced herself. Seal implied that Oprah had long been aware of Weinstein's behavior before it became public. While the truth remains uncertain, the optics of their past association have raised concerns and fueled speculation.
Let's go back to the Golden Globes for a second. Oprah is now being criticized for her speech that night by a very unlikely star.
Me too.
3 days after Oprah publicly supported victims of sexual assault in the wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution."
Please welcome.
The 54-year-old who's appeared on Oprah's show captioned his post, "Oh, I forgot, that's right, you'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses, my bad." While Weinstein maintains his innocence, Seal hasn't commented further, and Oprah has not responded.
This moment is a really powerful time for everybody to get woke.
Fans have come to her defense, pointing out Winfrey is a sexual assault survivor. They also posted pics of Seal's ex, Heidi Klum, kissing Weinstein too.
How are you?
I am here.
A pilot who worked for Jeffrey Epstein made a shocking claim that Oprah Winfrey was among the high-profile people who visited Epstein's private island. However, there is no official evidence to confirm this. Since Epstein's island was known for alleged criminal activities, any connection, whether true or just a rumor, raises serious concerns.
First guy that had them.
What names are on these flight logs?
I mean, they go anywhere from like Bill Clinton to, I mean, it goes all the way up the food chain.
Celebrities?
A lot of celebrities like Kevin Spacey, who we've since discovered is a twisted, sick individual. Now, Bill Gates, yes. The cover story on Bill Gates was that he met Epstein in 2011. The Evening Standard published an article on Jeffrey Epstein in 2001. And it said that Bill Gates and Epstein were doing business in the 90s. And Tom Hanks and Oprah.
What about Chris Tucker, the comedian? Because I said his name was on the flight logs, is that correct?
Chris Tucker, yeah, he was on the flight logs. Tucker, Spacey, and Clinton went on the same trip to South Africa.
Do you believe there was children involved with Prince Andrew?
Oprah's connections to these people are concerning, especially since she runs multiple schools for young girls. She has always presented herself as a champion for girls' education, funding schools around the world. However, reports of sexual abuse in some of these schools have raised serious questions about her efforts. Allegations of misconduct and mistreatment of students have surfaced, and many believe that given her strong stance against abuse, she should be more open about what's happening in these schools.
Oprah Winfrey has spoken for the first time about the arrest of a dormitory matron at her Leadership Academy for Girls near Johannesburg in South Africa.
This has been one of the most devastating, if not the most devastating experience of my life. Like all such experiences, there's always much to be gained, and I think there's a lot to be learned.
The 27-year-old matron was released on bail after being charged with the alleged abuse of 6 students, aged between 13 and 15, and one of 23. She emerged from the courthouse with a blanket over her head to find hordes of media waiting for her. Miss Winfrey says that although rigorous checks were carried out on staff at the school, with hindsight, it clearly didn't go far enough.
I think that knowing what I know now, the screening process was inadequate, although I do know that for every person that is hired at the school, there is both a criminal and a civil background check. But I was not directly responsible or in charge, although the buck always stops with me, of hiring the dorm parents. But we are going to redefine what that position should mean and what the qualifications for that position should be for the future.
Despite these accusations, Oprah has strongly denied any involvement in criminal activities. She insists that the claims are false and that she has nothing to hide. However, more people are starting to question her past connections.
Oprah shuts down sex trafficking arrest rumors. The media mogul takes to Twitter to respond to awful rumors stating she had been arrested. After finding out her name was trending on social media, she decided to address the rumors. Oprah tweets, "Just got a phone call that my name is trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested. Just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody." Conspiracy theory surfaced online claiming that Oprah had been arrested in connection with an alleged sex trafficking ring and that her house had been raided. Many fans and Oprah's famous friends are coming to her defense. A Wrinkle in Time director and filmmaker Ava DuVernay slams the disgusting rumor. She writes, "Trolls and bots began with disgusting rumor. Mean-spirited minds kept it going. Oprah has worked for decades on behalf of others, given hundreds of millions to individuals and causes in need, shared her own abuse as a child to help folks heal. Shame on all who participated in this."
Even though she denies it, more allegations keep surfacing, and people are beginning to connect the dots.
Trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis. It feels good. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, "You're crazy," because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it. I mean, and nothing is more being a part of it than what we discussed earlier.
Singer Jaguar Wright, known for exposing corruption in the music industry, has also made claims about Oprah. She suggests that Oprah may be more involved in Hollywood's darker side than people think. However, like others who have spoken out, Wright has faced backlash and censorship.
How dirty do you think Oprah is?
I think she's as dirty as what falls out of her in that toilet from that Zempic. They say you are what you eat. She full of diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with TD Jakes? Where TD Jakes been? 'Cause he was at them parties.
Yeah, I know. He's blessing that baby oil. I bet they did have to rub him down with that special blessed oil. All that, man. And you gotta get on that. You don't want that snapping. You know what I'm saying? That somebody might fly. You know. You never seen him twerk when Tyler Perry laid hands on him and said he was giving him a couple $100,000 and he started twerking and he was twerking on the dais and the woman push the baby out. Push the baby on it in the church. His son got arrested for doing strange things in the park after dark with men. His daughter got a problem with babysitting and giving people their children back. And the man that she married likes touching the children that she forgets to return.
Many people believe that Oprah has worked against successful Black celebrities, especially those who have criticized Hollywood's elite. For example, Dave Chappelle has spoken about the pressures in Hollywood, and some think Oprah helped dismiss his concerns. Then there's Michael Jackson. Oprah did an interview promoting a controversial documentary that accused him of crimes he had already been cleared of in court.
Is about our brother Dave Chappelle and Oprah Winfrey. Yes, Oprah. Her buddy's name is K.O. King amongst Black society. Intelligent Black society. Beloved, Oprah has had a long history of undermining Black people in general, but Black men specifically. We saw the betrayal of her stabbing Michael Jackson in the back by interviewing his libelous accusers a decade after his death. We understand that he was exonerated. There was no conviction, obviously, during his state trial. Even the feds was looking into him to investigate and find something. Over many years, they couldn't find anything. So we understand the League of Mammies. We understand when black-looking people work on behalf of white supremacy. That's one qualification to be a part of the League of Mammies. And the other part is to undermine black people, mock black people at the same time. And that's exactly what Oprah has done.
Comedian and actress Monique has criticized Oprah for years, accusing her of betrayal. She claims that Oprah invited her abusers onto her talk show, despite presenting herself as an advocate against abuse. This feud has gained a lot of attention, and while Oprah has mostly stayed silent, it has led people to question her integrity.
If Oprah was watching this, what would you tell her?
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do. And stop hiding behind what you call was negative comment, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are. Where Oprah Winfrey and I have a problem is Oprah Winfrey called us up. And she said my brother wanted to come on the show and talk about him molesting me, and he wanted to tell other parents how to look out for molesting. My brother Joe is a chump. So my mom thought was, because she said, do you want to come on? I said, I don't want nothing to do with that cat. I said, nigga, I know it's up to a fan, but people can change. And who am I to say he hasn't changed? It might really be different. I don't want to get in the way of that. I just don't want nothing to do with it.
TikTok influencer Kyle Marissa Roth gained attention for exposing Oprah's role in misleading documentaries about Michael Jackson. Shortly after sharing her findings, Roth was found dead. While there is no direct link between her death and her comments about Oprah, the timing has led to speculation.
Because my main account is banned where all of my Diddy blind items from this month are, I'm just going to do all the March 2024 Diddy blind items so we can see the lead up to this. Starting off March 1st, this is Little Rod, the Rodney Jones, Sean Diddy Combs, and this is the male victim that came forward. It's pretty easy to tell that whoever wrote the recent lawsuit against the wannabe rapper/producer reads this website on a pretty regular basis. They even use some of the same clues in their blind items. And I said before and I'm saying again, no, that's because the book's been recording crimes that have been reported to them and to the police for the past fucking 20 years, and they just corroborate the actual literal crimes that, 3 homes got raided for today because of. Okay, this is from March 1st. They call Diddy Mr. Freakoff. Mr. Freakoff isn't the only one who asks straight men to be delivered to his hotel room when he is in London. Just ask the Unlocked blogger, and that's Jason Lee, and the weather bot, Floyd Mayweather. This British rapper, and that's Giggs, and the socialite with a star in his name target dealers who want the extra cash, who are sure to be discreet because they have a girlfriend. This is why the powerful rapper, and that's 50, is always mocking them, and why they're too afraid to say anything back. He's seen the videos.
Hip-hop mogul Suge Knight made a shocking claim, saying that Oprah visited Jeffrey Epstein's island and that Epstein was murdered, not suicidal. While Knight's credibility is often questioned due to his legal troubles, his comments have added to the speculation surrounding Epstein's case.
I want to tell you this. I was in the same tier, the same cell that Epstein was on. And Suge, there's no way in hell that guy could have committed suicide on that tier. I was in there for 7 months. There's no way.
And coming from you, I know you know the truth. And I personally didn't think you could commit suicide. But the thing is, he had Oprah Winfrey to everybody on that island. Anybody with a weird fetish, that's what underage kids was on that island. Everybody knew. So it's not like a situation where all of a sudden they talk. And you know as well as I know, like you being on the same tier as him, he probably was going to tell it all himself,
No doubt. No doubt in my mind at all.
They made sure he did.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no way he could have done it. First of all, they're watching all the time. There's cameras, and just so happens that one particular time there's no cameras and no one monitoring that. I had eyes on me 24/7 when I was there. So, I knew it was impossible.
Always.
Yeah.
one time to yourself.
Nothing.
You always watch yourself.
So
Always. No.
Oprah Winfrey is one of the most powerful figures in media, but with power comes scrutiny. From past friendships with controversial figures to accusations of deeper involvement in Hollywood secrets, the claims against her keep growing. So what's the truth? Is Oprah just guilty by association, or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts below, and stay tuned for updates as more information comes out.